Now, the Livewire.
If we were to give you $10,000, which I'm not going to give you $10,000.
Damn it.
But if I was to give you $10,000, and we'll give everyone an answer here, what would you do to improve your live set, your live performance?
Snakes.
For everyone else, snakes.
Here's the Livewire with Branden.
Here we go. This week on the Livewire, we're kicking back at Rendezvous Junction. Shout out to those guys. We've been doing a couple episodes out there in preparation for this music showcase, and those guys are so cool. So we hung out over a couple cold beers with three guys who know a thing or two about making noise in Northwest Arkansas. The guys from Gardensnakes. I sat down with Greg, James, and Joey from Gardensnakes to talk about their music, their records, what it's like to be part of the local scene, and all that good stuff. And it's one of those conversations that feels less like an interview, more like hanging out with friends. I think you're going to love it. So grab a beer, settle in, and hang out with Gardensnakes. They're right here on the Livewire. All right, back out on the Livewire, hanging out at Rendezvous Junction in Rogers with Gardensnakes. I am very happy to see they're actually people and not snakes, because you never know.
We are real people.
They're real
as
people.
As a matter of fact, not snakes.
With Greg, James, and Joey from Gardensnakes. Pretty memorable name, by the way, for a band.
Thank you.
Where'd you come up with Gardensnakes?
I've told a lot of different versions of this story. I kind of, for a while, was just making something different up every time. But the true story is that when I was a child, my neighbor's house in my neighborhood was being constructed. It was this big construction site that I would go and play on as a kid. I'm like, on the top of a mound of dirt, looking down, and I see what I think is like a piece of like rebar or like metal or something.
Yeah.
And so I run down to pick it up, and I picked it up, and it was a snake. And I like dropped it and freaked out. And I ran back to my dad, and I was like, it was a snake. And he was like, it's okay, it's just a garden snake. It won't hurt you.
And that's like a good thing for the band. Like, we're just, we're just a band.
Guys,
we're not going to hurt you.
Yeah, we won't. Come to our show. We won't hurt you.
Does it change?
We do taunt him with snakes.
You're still taunted with snakes.
There might be snakes at the show. We don't know.
I have a question for that coming up, actually. But I wanted to ask you if that name's changed at all. Like when you first had it, you guys have been a band, you said you've been playing since like 2018.
2018, yeah.
So has it changed now, the meaning, when you hear Garden Snake in 2026? Is it like band material? What is the meaning at all changed?
I don't think so. I think we just kind of like needed a name.
That's like the number one answer for bands,
snakes.
for real.
Yeah.
And I remember a Snake Gang.
Snake Gang. Yeah,
right.
we
do
do
you get
Snake
tattoos?
Gang.
You guys have any snake tattoos now?
I do have a snake tattoo.
So
yeah.
it has changed a little bit,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's physically, literally.
It's kind of, it's like a...
James, no tattoos, no snake tattoos?
No.
James doesn't have any.
I don't have any tattoos.
Zero tattoos. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I have a rock DJ for 25 years, not one tattoo. I don't know what I would get. I don't know.
I want a snake tattoo.
Now he's going to get one.
Greg gets a snake tattoo. I'll get a snake.
Greg has a really
go.
good snake story, actually. I don't know if you want to get into all that. But.
We actually, at some point, did discover that each of us have a separate, childhood snake story.
That's true, yeah.
That is true.
Yes.
We discovered this way later on.
Yeah.
Also.
So, and that is...
After we had been in a band together for years.
Yeah.
We've done we call it car time. Whenever we're on a long road trip, car time is very important.
Yeah, you got to share. You've got to open up.
Absolutely.
It helps. I think it helps gel the band as well when you're on stage.
It does.
It
absolutely
now you guys
does.
play better. And I describe your sound as I listened to it this last week and kind of preparing to talk to you guys. And I would call it alt retro. I get that old school feeling, the vibe on it. It feels nostalgic, but of our time.
It's definitely inspired by a lot of classic stuff, but I think we draw influence from lots of different things collectively,
Is there a band, or is there something that influences you guys, the sound, or at least someone that you guys, as a band, look up to?
Around the time that I was starting to write songs for this band, I was listening to a lot of Ty Segall.
My lady is on fire.
King Tuff,
know I can't go anywhere without my sun medallion.
So like kind of like California garage rock type stuff.
That's what drew me in.
Yeah.
I actually answered a Craigslist ad, and that's how I became part of the band. There was like several of those bands you mentioned, and I was like, oh, that'd be cool. You know, that's kind of right up my alley of that kind of lo-fi, punk-inspired, garagey rock. And
I think that's kind of where our roots are.
I'm impressed that you're using Craigslist for the hiring. That's awesome.
Boy, did we luck out. I'll tell you.
That was the
way to do it.
He was the first guy.
You killed it.
He was the first guy I messaged, and he's been with us the whole time. So.
Has the scene changed in Northwest Arkansas? Have you noticed this?
Oh, yeah. Big time. Yeah, I think it's a lot different now. The scene in Northwest Arkansas that I was kind of brought into was like very, DIY. Like we had Backspace. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Was this old Fayetteville place. It was basically like a little trailer home that was converted into a music venue.
Yes.
And that's kind of where we got our start, was just like playing shows there for like whoever would show up. It was kind of like, we'll let anybody in, it's just
for very little money.
Like, so what do you got?
We always had a place to play.
Right. And it's like, we don't have anywhere like that anymore. And it's important for like new bands to have a place to suck.
Agreed.
So you can kind of figure it out.
You never knew what you were going to see there.
Yeah.
It was, it
right,
was like
a plethora.
shack of a place, and best shows that I've ever seen in my life in this tiny little venue, and some of the weirdest
worst.
and some of the worst. But that was what was great about it, is because you just really never knew what the night was going to be like, and that's what kept people coming back. Is like, you didn't know if you were going to see the best band that you've ever seen or just the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
Right. And you can kind of switch up those genres. And that's what I've noticed about the scene lately here in Northwest Arkansas, is just the genre range of how many different kinds of, punk bands and EDM and sort of creeping into these different styles, and everyone's kind of down for it.
There's a lot of like genre mixing, which I really appreciate. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to do that, to have lots of different vibes going on, even in like the same show.
Yeah, which we'll see out at Ozark Music Hall.
Yes.
We've got 10 bands for $10.
Absolutely.
I was telling Scott from More Weight.
I want a piece of your mind.
Love that guy.
I don't think I've ever heard of a show for 10 bands for $10, only unless you're talking about like old back in the day where people aren't playing for anything. So This is a big venue. You get to kind of rub elbows with a lot of bands, probably meet people that you haven't met in the scene.
Yeah.
And it's such a great way to kind of meld together the local scene. So is there anyone on that bill that you're looking forward to seeing or hanging out with out there?
One band that I have not seen that I'm excited to see is Jowls.
Your panties don't define you. It don't be here with you to wait them out.
Jowls.
I've heard they're like real heavy.
So you're looking forward to the heavy stuff, like the...
I am, yeah. I'm looking forward to all of it, but most of the other bands I have seen already. I think the only two I haven't seen are Jowls and Silent Wolf.
Watch your souls dissipate.
Those guys are fantastic.
Yeah.
They're fantastic. They
I
put on
hear
a
that.
show, too.
Hell yeah.
And so, again, one of those meldings of genres that I don't think we've seen much in Northwest Arkansas with electronic rock. And so it's something that just kind of appeals to a lot of people. I kind of give that Nine Inch Nails vibe from them.
That's cool.
A little bit. So that's definitely something to look forward to. Get those tickets, ozarkmusichall.com. Or you can buy them from the band. I heard that they're doing this little battle of the bands thing. Like,
Absolutely.
Whoever gets the most tickets is going to headline this thing.
Yeah.
So, hey, if you want to buy tickets from your boys here at Gardensnakes, I'm sure you got some.
Hit us
that
up.
They can do that.
The code is GDNSNK.
There you go. GDNSNK. Do you get like a discount for that?
I'm actually not sure. They did not tell me. But it's entirely possible.
It could be. And you could see them headline, so put that on there. Put that on this thing. Your shows are probably pretty chaotic. You've been putting together like the live performance on stage. I'm going to ask you a question. This is a good one. I've never asked a band this. If we were to give you $10,000, which I'm not going to give you $10,000.
Damn it.
But if I was to give you $10,000, and we'll give everyone an answer here, what would you do to improve your live set, your live performance?
Snakes.
For everyone else. Snakes.
1,000 snakes. I don't know how much a snake costs.
Like, you can need a snake wrangler. You got to get, there's all sorts of things you got to get. $10,000 would go fast if you're trying to say snakes.
Photo shoot at the snake farm.
Yeah, snake farm photo shoot.
Snake farm photo shoot.
There's a snake farm out by Eureka Springs that we've been meaning to go to as the Gardensnakes band trip.
Yes.
Is that y'all's answer?
No, that was not the answer.
Not the answer. Okay.
All right, who else is answering? James?
What are those things called? The cordless receivers.
Oh, wireless.
Yeah.
Wireless.
You want wireless setup?
That's great. Actually, that's a
Wireless.
great answer.
I want to be able to run around.
Yeah, get him untethered.
Yeah. Untether me, please.
Yeah, he needs to be off his leash.
You know what? I think that's a great answer. I think my pick would be like matching outfits.
Yes. Not snake outfits, right?
No.
Okay, all right.
No, that's too on the
Snake
nose.
skin? Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
snake skin
actually,
suits.
we would all get snakeskin cowboy boots.
There you go.
And I would buy us all really nice amps and drums and guitars.
Drums are fine. I would like some cymbals.
Oh yeah,
Cymbals.
Greg
He's
needs.
asking for
I'd
cymbals.
buy him
my
some
drums.
cymbals,
I wouldn't
yeah.
change a thing.
Yeah.
Very
So
cool.
we'll save some money there, but maybe some lights.
There you go. Lights,
lights
too.
is good. Yeah.
Lights is always
Maybe
good.
a fog machine.
And James, I'm going to let you know, untethering yourself doesn't cost $10,000. I bet you can probably find your way saving up some pennies. So one thing. But I like your answers. I do. And you'll see that live performance out there at Ozark Music Hall. If anyone has some boots and wants to sponsor Gardensnakes here, I'm sure they'll wear them on stage proudly.
Oh, we will. No doubt. Yeah.
Well, you have a lot of collections of tunes now. You could say you have a catalog of tunes. If someone has never heard of Gardensnakes, this is a tough one. What 3 songs? Like, if we were to, if I was to tell my friend, dude, you got to listen to Gardensnakes.
Okay.
What do I got? What am I putting in for the arsenal?
I think, number one, I think it's our catchiest song is Run Me Around. That's like our most recent release. I would say that one and Oh Jenny. And maybe White Roses, yeah. That's the title of the album, so yeah.
That one got a lot of hits. With with the skaters.
That one's kind of more of like a punk vibe. So it's all the punks like that one.
I like that. See, you got to wear your albums and your songs proudly. It's too often that I'll talk to a local band, even some bigger bands. They're like, hey, that song that we gave to you like a year ago? Trash that. We have a better song. Listen to this one, and kind of just stepping on that song that they play, that art that they made. So
yeah, we recycle our catalog pretty regularly.
Yeah,
we
take it out for a spin.
Songs for the most part.
Yeah, we also kind of do this thing where we'll bring older songs back, but kind of put a new spin on them a little bit, so it fits in a little bit.
Generally, that spin is just faster.
Faster, louder.
Sometimes.
But yeah, faster, louder is usually the answer. We are actually working on a lot of new stuff right now. We've got probably 6 or 7 new songs that we are sort of jamming on, playing around with. We're probably going to play a few of them at the show. On the 22nd.
We've blessed the audiences with a few of them, but we haven't recorded them all.
I've got demos of them, but we have not recorded them as a band just yet.
What's the recording process? Do you have a studio you go to, or?
So I've got, I do it all myself mostly, and these guys come and record their parts. I've got like a little home studio that we work out of.
It's just the way to do it.
It is. It's great.
It's so much more access.
Yeah, it's nice to feel like you've got like total freedom and you can take as much time as you need. It can also be like a hindrance, though, I think.
Yeah, because then you got to go do the dishes, like it's in your house.
It is kind of, yeah. I would like to hit a real studio sometime.
We're just let loose in his house while him
that could be a
one
problem.
of the other members are recording, and we're just have free reign.
That's
right. Yeah, we'll just go to the other room. Yeah, we'll just.
Sometimes having all the time that you need can be a little bit of a curse too. Sometimes we'll go in there and be like, okay, I am only going to take 3 takes on this.
Yeah.
And then you end up in there.
And because it's like if I don't limit that, it's like when you're in a recording studio and you're on the clock and you're paying for it, you can't take forever.
Yeah, so you can't mess it up.
And you might perform better.
Usually it's the first or second one anyways.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, put yourself like sort of in the moment, maybe a live album. Something like that? Would you ever do all live performance? Something like that?
I would do that. Yeah. So I think it'd be fun to do like maybe not like at a show, but like do a live album just kind of in studio, like just playing. I have a few albums that I like that are done that way, where it's like everybody's just in the room and you just play through the songs. I think that'd be a real interesting thing to try sometime.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I can't help but think that, back in 2019 when you were writing songs, did you think that Gardensnakes 7 years later going to be writing music, going to, be performing here locally still?
I had no idea. I mean, for me, it was just kind of like I needed a creative outlet at the time, and the more it kind of built on itself, the more we were like, let's go play some shows. And
I think all of us knew we had to do this. I mean, it's part of like our DNA to be in a band and be playing.
For sure,
I don't see us not doing it.
Right.
Greg, you should get a little
closer. There you go. Yeah. And I also see that, with bands and their longevity, you grow, and you also, you write differently. So
Absolutely.
Are you writing differently with your songs lyrically, with the energy? Is it the same as it was back in 2019, 18?
No, I think our sound has evolved quite a bit. I think we, starting out, we were a lot more leaning on like the heavier side of things. Just like we were just real noisy,
Yeah.
I think we've been writing a lot more like melodic, kind of like, not to say like poppier, but kind of like poppier songs, like more of a hook,
Sure.
So I think it's kind of evolved a little bit. I had like a pretty big like power pop phase, so that was kind of like.
Who was it? Like, who were your artists that you were really into?
Man, it's like a tough one. Like, it's like a tough genre to pin down because it's like people argue about it on like all the time, but like the Cars was a big one for me. That's kind of like, people just think of them as like classic rock, but it's also like they're kind of like a power pop band. The Nerves is another big influence on me. Yeah. I guess.
And these
Both
are things
bands we have covered in the past.
Right, so you even cover these bands.
Yes, we have.
Very cool.
Yep.
I like that. So we may hear it. Who knows? Coming up on the 22nd of August. Are you throwing any covers down?
You just have to come
Okay,
see.
we'll have to see. Right, get those tickets at Ozark Music Hall. I got one last question for you, and I love to ask bands this, because you don't get to have, you guys talk about your car time, your travel time to be together.
Yep.
But wanted to ask you, in 5 years, let's say 5 years, a dream within these 5 years, this little block of time, a dream of Gardensnakes. Like, I'm talking wildest dream. Where would you want to play? What would you want to do with this band?
Tour in Europe.
A Euro tour.
Euro tour.
You have to get all new plugins.
We can handle that. Come on now.
That's
Euro
the easy
tour.
part. Sure, yeah.
I just think I would love to be playing bigger shows in bigger places. That's my answer.
Well, I don't think that's too far-fetched. I really don't. The music is there, and you have our support here locally. I want to hear the new single. What's the name of this tune?
Our newest single is Run Me Around.
Run Me Around.
Yes,
and what's this about?
It's about heartbreak and, a girl, as any good rock song is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think it'll be self-explanatory when we play it.
Yeah. You just gotta, and take your own meaning from it, whatever.
Well, I appreciate y'all stopping by and hanging out on the podcast. Remember, to get those tickets, OZARMmusichall.com. Use that promo code if you want to. You can say it again.
Yes, sir. GDNSNK is the code.
GDNSNK.
Yes.
Let's get Gardensnakes rocking out there. Joey, James, Greg. It's rad having you guys on. I wish you luck in the upcoming shows.
Absolutely.
Remember, on the 22nd, we'll be introducing you on stage. We'll see you backstage and hanging out with us.
All right. Thanks for having us.
All right.
Thank you very much.